A lot of people out there realize that I'm a little bit hyper, a little bit different, and a little bit the same at the same time. What did I say? It doesn't really matter because we're talking big steel cage match where nothing makes sense.
Van and Holden in the morning. Van and Holden in the morning. Van and Holden in the morning. Van and Holden in the morning.
Hey guys. Well, it's not good morning, brothers. It's almost 11 p.m. at night.
Hey, what's up? It's late.
Yeah, we've been recording for the last 3 hours and talking for the last 5. No Instagram live tonight, but we do have our topics for next week. It's crazy. The podcast version is wild. Go sign up for our Patreons, free members. Watch the video last week. If you know what happened last week, haha. The video this week, oh my god. Oh my
Hey,
god.
stay tuned.
But as always, I'm Holden Albright.
And I am the barn burner Van Landen.
And this week we talk about Superman, F1.
The movies, we talk about San Diego. We talk about 2 more things. I know one thing that we don't talk about though, and you're gonna have to seek that one out.
We also talk about we don't talk about I forgot what the replacement what was.
I don't know what we talk about.
We talk about food for some regard. We talk about food, but also I returned to wrestling. I returned to wrestling this past weekend. We chat about that. You can now understand why we're not on Instagram Live and it took us 5 hours to record fucking a 35-minute podcast probably after truncating the silence.
Folks, just remember there's always tomorrow.
I'm at Holden Pro on everything except Patreon. That is Brendan, Brendone, the letter C. Sign up, become an Accolade Albright. Because also, I'll reveal this way. If you want my autograph or photo at a show, you do have to be a member of the Patreon. It's free, though. It's free. I just need your email to push my content. It's free, though. It's free. Remember, if something's free, you are the product.
And there you go. At the Van Landen everywhere. Search me on anything at the Van Landen. I'll be there, but specifically Patreon as well.
Oh, I can plug it here. Coming up, I'm at Sharp Wrestling somewhere in Toronto on August 2nd, but I'm not wrestling. I'm ring announcing because it was my final commitment before returning to the ring. I'll be at GCW August 10th, Orangeville, August 20-something in Brampton, August 20-something at Yorkgate, and I will also be at a brewery in Blythe, August 17th.
Shout out Cowbell Brewery. Shout out Cowbell Championship Wrestling. Shout out Count It Out with Mike and Tyler. You'll see me on there coming up this week. You'll see me also on Shout Out R3 with Jonah. Rewind, recap, relive. You'll see me on there this week as well. Stay tuned for me this Saturday. UCW, Vaughan, Ontario. Myself, Robbie Hollywood versus Gluteus Maximus, Jurgen, and Jelani. And guess what? We're not coming alone. We're bringing a mystery partner. And I guess so are they. So stay tuned. Vaughan, Ontario. And I may or may not be on the bumper cars after. So stay tuned for that as well.
Yeah, fuck it. Canada's Wonderland meetup after the show.
Goodbye!
I think the reason why all these new social networks aren't working is because they're trying to replace. They're trying to be less Nazi Twitter, less whatever. More Nazi Twitter, actually, on some of them. But what's it called? If you look at the children, like fucking 15 to 25-year-olds, they only use social networking, mostly especially Facebook, for marketplace and messaging. They're not posting. So everyone's creating new stages for people who don't want to perform. They're not, I could go real art versus sports kind of shit here. They're not building enough. They're not focusing on physical education. They're working too much on the arts program. And that's where it's like all these fucking opinionated 30 to 50-year-olds going, I need somewhere. Oh my God, I can't deal with the porn and the violence on Twitter. Where I'm like, wait, we weren't going there for that? I go to Twitter for porn, violence, and cute dogs. That's what I'm there for. And everyone else is complaining about it. I don't know. Go fuck yourself. But like the kids don't want new platforms. So all these new platforms are dying because there's not a youth movement. Does that make sense?
A little bit. I gotcha.
Welcome to the feedback section. Just a reminder, I'm speaking directly to you, Pizza Man. We are 2 weeks behind on comments. So this is for Pizza Man and everyone else. If you want to reply to what we're going to talk about right now, go to last week's full episode and comment on that because we'll be reading that comment next week. So when you comment on this week, we'll comment on that in 2 weeks. We're on a weird delay. We're in like a space station situation of like Van and Holden to Earth. Shit, it's the wrong Earth.
One day, folks, we'll be on planet Earth. We're just not there yet.
And I already told you my plans. In the future, I want my Mondays, the first Monday of the month, to be fucking psychedelic out to not be on this plane.
Hey, sometimes you go to space.
So we start with your topic, Down with Webster, Van's concert series part 2.
I did go to a second concert, and that was Down with Webster. And thank you guys for interacting anytime. But let me read some comments here. Good old Matthew Grant, M4TTHEU Grant. Just in case you guys weren't aware, the 4 is an A. He
Other way
says,
around. The A is a 4.
no, the 4 is an A. A is the 4.
So Matthew Grant says.
Matthew Grant says, going to see them in Hamilton tomorrow. Well, tomorrow was 2 weeks ago, and I've talked to him since then, and he told me it was awesome, and he got the set list, so I'm glad he saw that. And Amanda Katz says as well, pretty sure it was 2014 when I saw D-Dub-Dub live for the first time down at The Ranch, and they are still awesome. Which, The Ranch, good old country bar in downtown Barrie.
I partied at the ranch once. I saw the tallest woman I've ever seen in my life in a club there. Called her Andrea the Giant.
It's a legendary, legendary greasy bar, that's for sure. So D-Dub-Dub playing there, that's iconic. And then of course I had to comment in all caps. And if you ain't down with Webster, don't pretend to be. And then Noah Havoc says down with Webster forever.
And our poll was, are you hitting up any concerts? 82% people said yes, 18% people said no.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't hit up a concert yet, but brother, homie's trying to get real busy, getting motivated. I might hit up a musical sometime soon.
Ooh, that's season 1 throwback there.
Shout out Chrissy.
Mm-hmm. What we
My
got
topic,
next here?
my topic the next day was bad movies and Eminem leaks. You said you used to think Eminem's name was spelled the letter M and the letter M.
I did, and I would search that on Much Music. I was coherent enough to spell Much Music, but I did not know that Eminem's name was Eminem.
In fairness, Eminem's the candy did come before Eminem, and I can admit I'm not the biggest Eminem mark for the fact that I do not. I just remembered Eminem is Marshall Mathers, M and M. I'm having that
Folks.
internal debate of how autistic am I, but like with the R word. But Mugru Media did think it used to be spelled E dash minimum.
Minim. Yeah. Hey, that counts.
And then he did mention, because I mentioned bad music with the bad movies, ha ha ha, a whole playlist of WWE themes. Bet you love Jim Johnson. Give credit to Jim, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But slightly, to be honest, it's mostly pay-per-view and hype package songs. There's some Seether in there, there's some Creed, there's some fucking Slither, whatever the hell. There's just a bunch of randomness. There's the SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 fucking playlist.
Love that playlist. But the poll on that one, have you listened to any of the Eminem leaks? 9 responses. We got 67% of you say yes, 33 say no. So a lot of people be down in the leaks.
Just barely, though. A lot of people are being, what's it called? Like a little bit censored to it. Which, by the way, follow up, it's called Antichrist. That was like a major Michael Jackson diss song because I couldn't remember the name of it, and then he released a version of it on the most recent album, but it was not Michael targeted.
Okay, okay.
There's a line in it. The chorus is so on the new song, it's like "Be careful, men, women, and children." On the original song, it was "Be careful, children." But then we talked about monster trucks. You talked about it. You talked about the Monster Jam World Championship Finals.
Love it, love it. Can't wait again. The new inheritors comments along for Monster Jam. I went on a first date to Monster Jam at the Sky Dome in 2017. Nails, ball gown, and honestly, it was a blast. Seen them twice without the original date. Tongue out, cry, laugh. I took my mom instead. Well, W's in the chat for the new inheritors on all of that because, yeah, that's so much fun. Shout out for using the term Sky Dome. Shout out to seeing them in there because they have not been there in years. As
Really?
I comment back, Absolute W, Monster Jam, and I tagged them even though we used their footage in that reel, and I was kind of snitching on myself in that. I said, let's get back into the Sky Dome, please. 4 likes on that. Yeah, people know. People know.
And the poll was, have you seen Monster Trucks live? 67% said yes, 33% said no, which means we do need to have Van Holden at the Monster Truck Rally. Which I found out that, like, so there's something in Ontario of, like, the indie version of the Monster Trucks.
Yeah, there is. Shout out Overkill Evolution and Rat Nasty.
But also, I found out that Hot Wheels has their own monster truck thing where they bought like the Bigfoot rights, which is like OG monster truck.
They do. They do. And you could like it's tribalism just like WWE versus AEW with Monster Jam fans on Hot Wheels versus Monster Jam. I'll be honest. With their live shows, with their trucks. It's a polarizing topic, and we're not getting into that now. We're in the feedback, folks.
We're getting to the foundation video game systems you were built on and commenting over on Spotify, Randy C, which by the way, I did get the cheat code from Zayners earlier today. You don't have to pronounce his last name. It could just be Randy C.
Wait, did he hear me try and like butcher it that one time?
I needed to get him to be credited for the Rex Express podcast that we're Netflix dropping next month because
Yeah.
he did provide the recording equipment we used. So I was like, how do you want to be credited? Justin Zane is a gimmick name. He has We the Dark Order North as his Instagram. I'm like, do you want to be called Randy? Do you want? And I didn't want to tease saying that name. And he's like, you can say Randy. Randy C. Be professional. So I don't think he heard you. But going forward, if you see Randy, C and the rest.
All
You
right,
just
all
thought
right.
that C.
Perfect.
He stated, which I did want to put in the poll, but I couldn't. His first video game consoles was the Atari 7800 and then the Atari 400 ST. And I don't even know what the fucking 400 STD is.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
But shout out Amanda Katz. She started with the PlayStation 1 and next was the OG Xbox.
Yeah. I wonder where that continues. We may have to do a follow-up and figure out where that leads to. Did you go to the 360? Do you end up going to the PS4 after that, or the PS3 even, perhaps? It's that's because you went
She went
PS1 to
with
original Xbox. So which way did you go after that?
she went to the Nintendo Wii and then gave up on video game consoles.
True, you get to Just Dance on the Wii, and then it's just like, okay, bye. The poll on that one was, what was your first console? Because, of course, we talked about ours. PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, the options, as well as I'm not a virgin. Out of our 9 responses, the poll was pretty split. We got coming in last, 11% said the Xbox. Tied for second is Nintendo and I'm not a virgin with 22%.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I got to admit that one. Yeah, one or the other. I get like you're a child when you get Nintendo first off.
Mm-hmm. And then 44% with the W is PlayStation. PlayStation. It's in the
So
game.
because that's EA Sports. Dude, there's I should have known. So I'm old enough for autism to not be a diagnosis when I could have used it. I think that's the best way to put it. Of when you're playing like fucking NASCAR and you hear that EA games, EA Sports, it's in the game and you're saying along with it and you have that natural tick, that's 100% like an autism thing.
Oh, 100%.
But with Xbox being less than I'm not a virgin. You think a lot of people getting their dick sucked while playing Master Chief?
Oh, they were definitely on that Halo too. They had to have been. You don't play that and not play that.
That's all for the feedback this week. Remember to comment down below on Instagram, Spotify. You can message us on, oh, because there was polls. Let me see if I can pull it up actually real quickly because I made a little engagement on the weekend. Made a little poll of what your favorite topics have been and what you want us to talk about. And I got two interesting, if I go to the archives, I got two interesting replies, I believe, on those stories. Here's me bloody. Here's a question. What's been your favorite topic so far? Okay, we got a few here. We got a few here. Amanda Katz, we just talked about their feedback. Drones.
Come
I knew
on.
I knew you'd appreciate that. You want a little drones callback.
Yeah.
You did self-deprecate yourself. I'm not putting it over by reading it. But Pizza Man, shout out Pizza Man. So this is a little cheat code. If you want to
Where
be
did
a
I
little,
not read this?
you commented Van Topics suck. Tell him to get a clue.
Oh,
Which also, ironically enough, okay, you want to know what? You want to hear the contradictory of like looking for the compliment kind of status? So Amanda Katz, drones. Pizza Man says Monster Energy drinks and Canada's Wonderland. Finding Van is a is a cat emoji for roller coaster.
who said that?
Pizza Man called you a pussy.
It's true. Pizza Man, I know you're listening to this right now. I'll be up there at that Santa's Village roller coaster. Don't worry. I see that one's family friendly. Don't worry.
I wasn't expecting you to be called out on a cat emoji by Pizza Man, but
You're
I did
lucky I
also
couldn't read that pizza.
I did what's funny is I did start that as it was gonna be a compliment for you about energy drinks and then I didn't read the whole thing. I saw roller coasters, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a band topic, good on him, and then yeah, I read the rest. But
Jeez.
I did also ask what topics do you want to hear discussed? Ketchup on craft dinner question mark and favorite toppings on pizza. Can you guess who commented that?
Pizza Man commented the pizza one for sure. And
And the other one.
and
They're both Pizza Man.
and the other one. And yeah, we could bring those up. You're making me hungry though, Pizza Man, with all these food topics, man. Come on now.
Hey, at least the brother sticks to the gimmick. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Thanks for joining us this week. It's been another one. Week 4.
Feedback sandwich, baby. Enjoy possibly the topics right now, brother.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't know what I was going to do.
It's true. Topics. Yeah. Good morning, Holden. Albright.
Oh, good morning, Van Landing. Just enjoying a little coffee to start the day.
It's early. It's early and it's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Do you know why I'm extra tired this week?
I don't know, but some would even call you exhausted. Why are you tired? Extra tired this week? And perhaps could this be your topic?
It is my topic. How dare you for calling out the lazy transition I was setting up? Uh, yeah, I returned to wrestling. I have not had a wrestling match yet. I returned to wrestling on Saturday at PWO fighting John Greed. But unfortunately, and you couldn't tell from all my social content, it is Cowboy Albright. It is Outlaw Albright. Um, it's Homer Simpson in a cowboy hat, basically. But yeah, and this will be, I will say, this will be the last time that I speak about wrestling. That's kind of a lie. I just realized because this is blank slash Brendan is coming back in September, but especially on this podcast, this is Brendan speaking about wrestling and my return. Going forward, it is only Holden, and people are gonna love that. People are gonna hate that, and I'm not gonna give a fuck about it.
Okay, that's it. You heard it here first, folks.
Is he
This-
working or shooting? You'll never know unless you pay for the raw tier on my Patreon.
There you have it.
So, you got questions? You got any parts that you want me that set up my discussion points?
I'm curious because I'm, you know, looking and I'm seeing on social media, I saw you just killed a bunch of security guards. What the heck? What's going on here?
I would say, not, I wasn't killing security guards. Because here's also the thing. I was watching a content video, and this is a little bit of Holden talking about wrestling. Someone did a dive on some show this week, maybe at Slammiversary, and this content creator reactionary was like, "Oh my god, no one caught him!" You shouldn't watch wrestling and go, "Oh no, that person didn't take care of the other person." You should be like, "Oh my god, I think he's fucked up." Yes, no one caught him, that's why he's fucked up. But he's fucked up. But also, it's called a suicide dive. It's not called a land safely and live, okay?
It's not
So
called that.
so I landed, and shout out Goldie. I'll give him full credit because it wasn't until I watched back the video that I realized like I got a good dive in, but I didn't like I landed exactly where I wanted to land, not too far. I got taken care of. So shout out Goldie for being the biggest one. I apologize to everyone who didn't know I was gonna bleed, which I'm pretty sure was everyone, including the person that said, "If it happens, it happens." Uh, but I found out about this. So my Instagram bio until like 2 days ago was ex pro wrestler. Maybe I returned in 2025. I didn't wrestle since January 20th, 2024. And I believe it was like 546 days since then. And because I'm not wrestling for the next few weeks, should I still keep that counter up? Should I like pro wrestling that number so at least it gets north of 550, close to 560?
You
I can do
should.
that.
You
So
can.
until I have a match that involves like victors, losers, and ring bells,
I didn't hear
I
a
have
bell.
not. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear a bell.
Okay. So I I talked to PWO management a few months ago, and it took a few months to even just get the conversation. And then when I figured it out, that was going to be my return. I was like, okay, cool. New Wave Academy opened up not far from me. I'm like, sweet. But then I just had all this like nervousness because I didn't know if I was going to wrestle. I didn't know if I was going to do a run in. I didn't know. I had no idea that I was going to do a brawl. That like, and that's the main reason I didn't have the cowboy hat on. 2025 Holden is a cowboy. Is an outlaw. There is a cowboy hat. I did not wear the cowboy hat for that because at one point the plan was a lot of people involved. And when you watch the segment on IWTV eventually, because the show was fun, there was a trios match that kind of set up to it, and people are brawling, which set up Greed to be the authority of like everyone calm the fuck down. And then I'm just like, well, fuck this guy. He's working for the guy of the company he tried to destroy. Which shout out, I didn't even think about that. I've hung out at Barry. I've hung out at PWO. I'm watching the matches. I'm enjoying the performances. By the way, that's another pet peeve I have now. I heard someone, I don't know on like what show or something, talking about, oh, like, yeah, it was a hard fought match, but we go out there to try our best to put on the best performance. Brother, like, can you at least pretend there's a curtain to pull back? Uh, so I'm watching it, and it wasn't until Champ Monkey Chris DeCarvello, commentary on PWO, is like smoking a cigarette, and the brother's just like, it's kind of bullshit what Greed's doing. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you fucking try to kill yourself trying to make sure he doesn't kill the company, and now he just works for the man. Don't worry, I'll have some things to say on it when I get the footage, so I can make a cool vignette for my Instagram. But like, that's my main motivation. Chris, the commentary brother's like, yo, it's kind of bullshit. And I'm like, wait a minute, it is bullshit. And then I realize I'm watching the show on Saturday to where I was told if you see something that you think you can sink your teeth into, go ahead. So I will say, I had full reign to fuck with anything on that show. It wasn't until, and luckily it was only the second segment, so I didn't have to wait too long. I see John Greed, I hear Champ Monkey Chris in my mind, and I'm like, yeah, no. And if you watch back the footage, yeah, every third word was me saying fuck in some regard, to which it does make sense that, once again, the full video will come out. I am not a PWO roster member, but I'm a motherfucker that's not afraid to, well, apparently I'm afraid to not swear, but I'm not afraid to work hard and prove my spot. I've heard a lot of people in my lifetime go, oh, Holden's just afraid I'm going to take his spot. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Here's a year and a half off. Go ahead. And you want to know what? I haven't. The only spots I've seen is the miscarriages of fucking horrible wrestling. So the spots have been there. The opportunity's been there. There's no Holden. There's some budget in some of these rosters now. And I was told by Dirty Beard, homie comes out, Nathan Savage goes, "You don't work here." And I'm like, "You're right." And he's like, "If you want to be back on the roster, you got to do the pre-show." So what I'm telling everyone here, and this will wrap up the segment, if you not if you, because I have a lot of people that I know you want to see Holden Albright. Guaranteed going forward until I'm not able to. Holden Albright will be wrestling at every single Pro Wrestling Ontario show going forward. The only problem is I'm not booked, Terry. I'm offered opportunity. If I show up early, I will have a spot on that pre-show. But that pre-show could be a 9-man tag match. That pre-show probably could be a singles match, could be a three-way, could be a four-way, could be whatever. So what I'm telling you, the fans, is when those doors open, do not come late because you're gonna miss a Holden Albright brawl. And I can best believe you, Holden Albright ain't wrestling right now. Holden Albright's fucking fighting.
Brother, that just fired me up. And if you aren't ready, re-listen to that. Cause he's back.
When are we gonna fight? Are we gonna be a tag team? We gonna fight each other?
I don't know. You're gonna piss me off.
I think it's more so someone has to book it.
Hey, anybody out there? Anybody listening? You want to book that?
No,
Good.
now, see, this will get cut out of the video, but staying on the Raw and the podcast version.
There you go, Rob.
We've just now given also credit to every shitty wrestler that's like, someone should book me versus my friend, because unlike them, me and you get booked and people wanna and like seeing us wrestle each other. So all these other motherfuckers, I would say suck my left nut, but I only let people I like suck my left nut.
Oh,
Morning, Van Landen.
good morning, Holden. All right.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I know there's some clips coming out of this, so I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fucking fine. I can't do this as a topic. This can't be a topic. It's over. It's not the topic. It can't be. It can't be. I'm switching it. I'm literally switching it.
I have tears coming down.
I'm switching it. We're not doing it. We're canceling the show if we fucking try this shit. We aren't fucking doing it.
Good morning. Let's get this fake energy. Let's get this fake energy out there.
Jinx.
What do you want to talk about today, Van? I got a little hyped up talking about wrestling yesterday. Let's. What are we talking about?
It's Friday. Yeah. You heard? It's Friday, and I got to talk about things that only I could ever want to talk about on a Friday. Are you a fish and chips guy?
I'm trying to be. I want to be. I identify as a fish and chips guy, but I'm not a fish and chips guy yet.
So, apparently there's a tradition or like something where like you eat fish and chips on Friday.
Yeah, it's a religious thing.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, so especially like on Good Friday, you're not supposed to eat meat, but you can eat fish. I don't understand how fish doesn't classify as meat, but yeah, it's mostly like a pescatarian thing. I think they only eat fish, maybe no meat. Comment down below. Hey, look, we did off air conversation. Van's topics are normally not engagement bait. Mine are a little engagement bait. Here is one. This is your version of the pasta thing. Comment down below what religion has to do with fish.
Comment down below, is mayonnaise an instrument?
Brother.
Fish and chips and Friday. And why I bring it up is because way back in the day when I used to walk home from school, I would cut through like a fish and chips location's like parking lot to get to my house.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just say, Friday would be popping. Friday would be smelling good like fish and chips every time. And so because today's Friday, I woke up early. I wasn't out for a morning run past any fish stands or nothing. I just wanted to talk. Are you a fish and chips guy? Because I am. And I wanted to know, are the people fish and chips guys or gals? Because it's Friday and I'm feeling hungry. Goodbye.
You didn't let
My
me ask you. I actually have a stand-up bit about fish and chips.
You have a fucking
Uh,
stand-up bit about fish and chips?
yeah, I got fish and chips a few years ago, but like I didn't realize like real fish and chips is served in newspaper. Like I feel like we might have even talked about this on the original Van and Holden, and
I think
like
we did for like National Fish and Chip Day or something.
yeah, and like I'm just confused because like A, I need the sturdiness of like styrofoam.
For sure.
B B I don't want to be distracted by a random news article while I'm eating my like fucking tilapia.
I don't want ink on my fillet.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was a little like, how's this not gonna run?
Yeah, no, it would. It would. It's grease on ink. It would.
Good morning, Van Landen.
Good morning, Holden Albright. Yeah.
Oh
Mm.
wait, I just figured out the way that the topics worked. I thought that this would be on like the cheap movie day because I'm getting back in the momentum. I'm going to the movies once a week to like treat myself.
Okay, okay.
And we may have seen the same movies.
Excuse me?
So I want you to guess, because the topic of today is current movies out right now. I did watch something TV show where like I've been watching good TV show. Always Sunny came back. So by the way, like everyone that like can understand, I don't like good content. Always Sunny back. Dexter's new season's been really good. I am watching quality content at the moment. I cannot guarantee this. As soon as this recording done, I got a new episode of United Gangs of America I need to watch. But I want you to guess which movies I saw because you did see the same ones I was going to see. So I want you to guess it and give your review, and then I'll give my review. It doesn't have to be too intense, but
Hold on. Are you telling me that you saw the same film that I saw?
films.
Films plural? You,
I was going. It's Tuesday movies. It's the summer shows. Are starting at 11 a.m. Homie's done work at 10. I can go watch multiple. I love the drive-in because they show multiple. So I was going to the movies to see multiple movies.
cool us down because I saw two as well. And the two that I saw was good old F1, good old F1 starring Brad Pitt, and then Superman starring the guy whose name I don't remember because he's kind of a new actor.
Clark Kent. Clark Kent. Starring Clark Kent.
Starring Clark Kent, ladies and gentlemen.
So give
Uh,
your review. Give your review of Superman first.
you want my review of Superman first?
Yeah,
Well,
and then I'll give my feedback, my comments.
I'm gonna say this first because shout out the Grizzly Mac, um, because he saw it on like pre-opening night because of course he did. Love you, Grizz. And he comes in to me the next day and he goes, "Did you see Superman? It's the best superhero film of all time." And I said, "No way." And he said, "Yes way." And his review, just that alone, sold me I need to see this film. Also, you guys have been watching for 4 weeks now. I'm playing the heck out of Fortnite. What can I say? Superman's all over that as well. So I bought into the hype of Superman. And let's just say it delivered on all fronts. What an incredible film. I loved it. I would see it again in theaters, to be honest. It was that good. It surpassed Barbie. And season one listeners know how much I fucking love that movie. But I think it earned it because it's a really, really cool and awesome superhero movie. I love you, Superman.
That sounds great. I can't wait to watch Superman now. Thanks for the recommendation.
Oh, what? That
I
must
was
mean.
going to see it.
Oh, shit. There you go. I might have sold him, just like
You
Grizz
did
sold
sell
me.
me.
There we go. But I also saw F1.
Okay.
And all I can say is if you want to watch a movie about racing cars, go to Disney Plus, search Cars, and watch that. It's just overall a better movie. There's a race car on screen at all times. A Lightning McQueen. And you don't necessarily have to go through Brad Pitt learning how to be a good race car driver when he's supposed to be a good race car driver. So F1 has a great soundtrack. Bravo soundtrack. Tate McRae, great song she did for it as well. Shout out. Future guest of the show, Tate McRae.
Possible.
Um, and yeah, F1, don't bother going and seeing it. Just watch Cars and Cars 3 on Disney Plus.
Uh, so I guess that kind of answered my question of did you buy into the F1 hype of the last few years?
No, I did not buy into the F1 hype of the last few years. I bought into the hype of the soundtrack and then was disappointed by the film.
If there's liquor at your racing, or sorry, if there is, I was gonna say if there's liquor at your racing, you would prefer a beer at NASCAR than champagne at F1. But there is no liquor at your racing. There's chocolate milk and orange juice.
Mm-hmm. Put on cars for me, please.
Please and thank you. On a little the Lightning McQueen old CRT TV too, with the built-in
Mm-hmm.
DVD player.
And I'll be watching on the Lightning McQueen bed.
Um, so I have watched a lot of the F1 and like Lamborghini, Ferrari style movies accidentally that have come out the last few years. Like those are
Okay.
some of the only quality movies that I've seen recently. And not on purpose. It just happens to be what I go watch. But yeah, your review does not sell me on not watching that movie. I was planning on watching it, but I also did not watch that movie.
There we go. Okay, so let me guess. You went and saw Jurassic World
Oh God,
and
no.
The Smurfs and How to Train Your
No,
Dragon.
I got almost How to Train Your Dragon for a while. I got a giant Funko Pop Toothless over there somewhere because it reminds me of my first cat, and I cried a little bit.
Shout out
Uh,
Toothless.
I do want to watch How to Train Your Dragon. The other movies I could care less about. What I did watch, because apparently, unlike what I said earlier, I do still get attracted to bad content. And I
Oh
saw a
man.
movie called Eddington with Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal. And uh hey, podcast exclusive review because I have no idea what the fuck I watched and I just need to brain dump everything.
I
So
don't even know what you're talking about, so
exact.
yeah.
Don't watch it. Just here's my blanket recommendation. Don't look into the movie. Pretend it doesn't exist. When you go look up Pedro Pascal or Joaquin Phoenix's discography or filmography in 10 years ago, what was this? Pretend it didn't exist. Listen to the podcast version though if you want my review. Goodbye. I
Fuck.
thought you were gonna hit me with a goodbye.
Goodbye.
So the movie takes place May 2020. Joaquin Phoenix plays an old man sheriff, 40s, 50s, whatever. And his wife is Emma Stone. She doesn't deal well. She definitely has some trauma about being touched. He's watching like a YouTube video. And I think this is how the movie actually starts. And it's a long fucking movie. It's like 210. What happens is he's watching a YouTube video on how to convince your partner to have a child. These two other police officers come because he's a sheriff of this small town named Eddington. And there's clearly beef of like he's a sheriff that's kind of lazy, doesn't want to do his job, and his whole department's falling apart. Goes over the story a little bit later on, but like deputies have like overdosed and ran away and whatever. And so this movie is basically every single like social justice or social problem of the last 5 years without trans people. Like that's the one thing it doesn't touch upon. So this movie technically starts like 3 days before the George Floyd murder. So then you have the sheriff. He's going, they just do mask mandates now. And of course, it's an old white guy who doesn't want to wear his mask at a grocery store or like in town and whatever. And they're like, he can't breathe. So he runs for mayor to be anti mask. The mayor that's Pedro Pascal. He's playing a former mayor who did apparently date Joaquin Phoenix's wife and said that he forced her to get a miscarriage even though they didn't have sex and 6 months later she got pregnant. It kind of gets revealed that she was raped by like her dad or someone in the police officer stuff. And then there's this like guru that comes in and talks about all these elite people that were raping children. And then the George Floyd murder happens. There happens to be a black police officer that doesn't know what side of the fence he should be on. And then somehow there's like this huge, like black military, like no Blackwater, like the private military force. There's like a version of that, but that is what like Antifa is, like what people fear Antifa is. So they're flying on a private plane wearing like a no justice, no peace kind of shit. And then like fucking it goes fine. At some point, after an hour and a half of all these like little commentaries, but also no conservative or liberal as the hero, it's just here's a bunch of fucking information. It goes crazy fucking fire bombings, explosions, gunshots. Fucking somehow Joaquin Phoenix is this old man with fucking asthma that's running away from the worst assault rifle shooter ever. and he's running for like 15 minutes. He falls through a roof, and this fat guy just can't shoot him. And then he gets stabbed in the fucking head. And then they fast forward a year. He's now the mayor because also he went crazy, by the way. Spoilers, and shoots Pedro Pascal and his son and covers it up, blames the black police officer. He gets stabbed in the head. Now he's inept. He also caught COVID, even though he didn't believe it. And somehow the movie just ends. What the fuck did I just explain to you?
I don't know. Life? Like
Saved
what?
you 2 hours and 10 goddamn minutes of your life. If you ever see the words Eddington and movie, run the fuck away.
Bro, that's brutal.
Bro, I have no idea what the fuck I watch. I wish I watched F1 or Superman or fucking How to Train Your Dragon.
I wish you did as well, man. What the fuck, theater? You were just like, let me go to theater 9. It was way in the back. I know it was.
Okay, I went to my old movie theater I worked at. Theater 7, 8, and 1, and 9, 10, and 16 are the big theaters. But from 2 to 6, it gets smaller. And from 15 to 11. I was in 11, which also, funny enough, that theater once got smoked out by someone that we had to shut down the screenings for the rest of the day. And also, the joke was if anyone was losing their shit that day, hey, go over to theater 11. You need to calm down a bit.
You need to calm down.
But also,
too loud.
I watched it. There was like one other dude that was there, and then there was like 4 couples, and mostly old white people, and then 2 like I almost said international students because I'm just used to working with them, but like 2 immigrants of some kind, where one was on her phone the whole time, and they were very loudly talking in whatever language they were speaking. I think Spanish, and then other people were commenting, but when they were going over, I think they're just about to get to the racial issues. A couple's like, yeah, this is definitely not going to win any Academy Awards, and just walked out.
Way to make a statement on exit. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was so weird of how talkative the couples were. Like they weren't even like pretending to cover it. It was like watching John Cena call a match.
Movie theaters are brutal now. That could be a fucking topic.
Good morning.
Good morning, Holden Albright.
What do you
What's
want
up?
to chat about today?
You know what I want to talk about today? I want to talk about the itchiest time of the year. And no, I'm not talking about poison ivy. No, I'm not talking about anything else that I know you're going to want to make the joke for. But rather, this is about the itchiest time of the year for me because it's San Diego ComiCon. It's been
Okay.
It's been this all weekend, and as a matter of fact, the reason why I'm excited, the reason why I'm itchy, is because it's when companies, show up and show off all the upcoming product. Specifically, I'm a big wrestling figure guy. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I'm a big wrestling figure guy. Something about that wrestling that really I enjoy. Particularly new wrestling figures. And so at San Diego Comic-Con is when they announce all the stuff that they're going to be making, all the new and cool things, all the this and that's. And while this is Tuesday, everything's been revealed. So through the power of editing, check out the things that I thought were cool. Bam! 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 Albright, you want to show off anything that you thought were cool?
I don't know how you'll be able to show off me watching you edit this.
You guys already saw how I edited it. Goodbye!
Van and Holden in the morning. Van and Holden in the morning. Van and Holden in the morning. Van and Holden in the morning.
This is Holden Albright, also known as Brendan Caulfield, legally. You can follow me at Holden Pro on Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. But more importantly, patreon.com/Brendan C.
It's me, the barn burner Van Landen. Follow me everywhere at the Van Landen. You know where everywhere is. X, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, Blue Sky. You name it, I'm on it. And don't forget patreon.com/the Van Landen. Yeah.
Good morning, Van Landon.
Good morning, Holden Albright.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine today. It's a Friday. I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I only asked how are you doing because it's a sad topic. I thought you were just gonna go into your fucking topic.
I suppose I could have just got into my topic. Um,
No laughing, no laughing. Somber week, somber week.
well, for those who live under a rock and somehow still have access to us, you
I respect those people. Okay, okay. We need to start from the top.
That's if raw feed, if you got that, you're welcome. And then people down the line, you're welcome as well.
Sports content.
I'm going into the fucking archives. We're talking something else today. Fuck. We are not doing that.
Whiteboard behind me just hit me in the fucking head. What the fuck just happened?
No, I fucking fell again, bro. Come on now.
What the fuck happened in the last fucking 4 minutes?
We went 45 minutes of just chilling, and then we just went 5 minutes of fucking chaos.
Oh my god. See, this is a kazoo moment of the week. Last week it was you, this week it's me.
Fans, you're welcome for another kazoo moment.
This is the reason. And by the way, anytime we have like a guest on or something, and like something just goes off the rails or comes out of left field, we just call it the kazoo moment now. That's our new like what up dead.
What up,
Uh
dude?
but like this is last week I had to put up the raw video because of that. This week, like it was funny and us just like whatever, but until that hit me in the fucking head twice, it was
Twice.
like 50-50 didn't need to be a video. Now it needs to be a video again.
Gotta be a video again. You're welcome. And it's probably the Marvel post-credits scene.
I don't think the getting hit in the head is in there, but the me going, why are you let's restart this, and then just laughing.
Until this is not a fucking topic.
Yes. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
All right, let's